Alright, welcome back. This is Minecraft video number 15. This is, I had the idea to put in a rail system across my world, like across the four kind of paths that I have going on if you look at my map room video. And I just wanted to put, just make it more accessible, put the rail system in. I do like half of it in this episode, and I'll probably finish it again sometime in the near future. But yeah, I also just do some bridge building because a lot of places that I want to get to or I have to swim to, and it's just really annoying. So I was doing some bridge building in this video as well, just building a lot of stuff, kind of. And then right now I'm just lighting up the area because there was a lot of new space that I was getting into and I hadn't been to, so I needed to put down torches just so that mobs didn't spawn. Yeah, this is kind of the main walkway that I'm gonna put a rail down eventually for. But I was gonna keep that going and dig more into that mountain, and also just have a walkway up to the side of the mountain that I'm gonna have another episode be about. But I think that'll be in a few weeks. But I wanted to keep all these walkways going and then just be able to put that rail system across it if I wanted to. But I just needed the walkway first, so I needed stone and oak planks, which was pretty easy to come by. I had most of it, but I did need to do some material getting. This was the first part of the rail system that I had completed. It was on the, I think technically east side of my building, I guess. I couldn't quite figure it out the first time, but I did get it eventually. Yeah, I just wanted to keep this cart track going, and then eventually I do take it down on this east side. And these buildings didn't need a lot of materials, so I was glad. I kind of got a lot done in this video, which I was happy about. I did end up figuring out the cart system, so I took that first trip down the tracks. And I had to do alternating between powered rails and just normal rails. And it was just, they were very expensive. It took a lot of iron and gold and redstone. So I had to do a bit of mining in between episodes to get all these materials. And then I wanted this path to go far out as far as the other village that's on the east side of my house. Because I wanted to be able to walk over there whenever. was just lighting up the place a bit more because there weren't any torches down over here yet. But I did run out eventually. And then this is the main walkway that I'm gonna keep continuing on and take out more part of this mountain so I can put the walkway. These paths, mostly on like the main part of my base. I just wanted that to look nice for this video. And I just wanted to have things kind of like spaced out, so there were different sections and different like places, plots of land that I could build for future videos. And I was just adding some wood to the main walkway here, going through the mountain. And I'm glad that I had this new pickaxe for this, because I definitely would have gone through like 20 iron pickaxes instead. And I didn't even break this diamond pickaxe, which was very convenient for me. And then I ended up taking all the dirt out so I could put down the oak planks. And I wanted to do some more paths, just dividing up kind of the front part, the north end of my base, by the museum and the flower area. And I just wanted paths going like all around it. This will be for future videos, so I'll know like where I want to build certain things, because I already have in mind where I want some things, but I just need to clear out the space and mark out where I want it. This is going to help with that. And then this was the first of the bridges that I was building. I wanted to add some more detail to it so it didn't look crappy at all. So I just added some pillars underneath, and then some details on the top and on the sides. was continuing on with the rail system because I had gotten some more tracks. So I was putting those down. And I could have kept this pathway going on for longer, but I just wanted it to reach the village. I might extend it or make it go another direction eventually, but just for now I think how it is fine. And this was me riding in the cart system. Then this is where I decided to build the second bridge of this video, just in between the, I guess, east side of my buildings, my area, to this little island that's off to the left. It connects to a bigger part of land, but I just wanted to get a bridge to put the respect travel easier and some bridges down and that kind of things, because I did want to build over here eventually. And I do always like showing when I place a bunch of torches down, because I feel like that's satisfying. I feel like it's like cool to watch. But I did need to get more materials before I finished the bridge. I had ran out. And it was good that I was digging out this tunnel because it gave me a lot of stone to use. And then I would just melt the stone back into bricks. And I would also get experience from when I would melt the stone. And that would make my pickaxe get more health, which is what the mending does. So I'm glad I have that villager that I worked on in the last couple episodes. And I was also finding a lot of coal while I was digging out this mountain, which was nice. Because the coal I'd use that mainly just for torches now because I have the lava generator, and it would be a waste to use the coal on things like the stone. So I just use the lava generator for that kind of stuff, and I use the coal for torches just because that's what it's mostly efficient to use it for, and because I just need so many torches, and that's the easiest way to get them pretty much. still running out of brick somehow, even though I was finding all of this out. And technically, each cobblestone you melt it turns into 4. Every 4 cobblestone turns into 4 stone brick. So I should be getting 1 for each cobblestone that I or stone that I mine. But I did run out of it, so I had to go back to the house. And then this is kind of like the other part that I was working on, because I forgot about the mountain. I'm going to hold that off for a few episodes, I think, that walkway. But I will finish it eventually. I was just starting this other bridge on this other side of my house. I wanted this part behind the museum to extend out to that other part across the water that I was building a bridge onto. I messed up the first time I was doing it, but I did end up leveling it out right and getting it onto the right ground that I needed it to be. And then I needed to fix this bridge because it was not looking great. The walkway looked like crap, so I needed to change that. But I was also just adding some detail to it, as well as the other bridge that I had built. And this one's going to go out to this little island that I have, which is an actual island. It's kind of 2, I guess, technically. I don't need to build one between the 2. I'll just fill that with sand eventually, I think, because there is a bit of water in between them. But I am going to build this bridge just because this is the closest place to it, so I figured it would be the best spot to build the bridge. And I do end up adding a bit more to it, another pillar and some details. And I wanted to keep this kind of situation going on that I'd use for other parts in my base. Just building with, I normally did spruce, but I'm doing oak for this, just some light fixtures so that things don't spawn in the water and attack me. And then this is kind of, I wanted to plot out where I had plans to build stuff for future videos. I had a lot of wool from those sheep that I have in that farm, so I was using a combination alternating between the yellow and the white wool, kind of looking like a construction area. So I wanted it to be like plotted out where I was going to build stuff in the future, and I thought that this would look nice. But I only end up doing these 4 areas, but there's other places that I could have done it for. Then I was adding the staircase onto this one bridge because it looked really bad. That's kind of what that one's going to look like as the final. I think it looks pretty good. Then I wanted to add more detail to this other bridge that I was working on. And that's what that one's going to look like. this bridge over here, which was the biggest one that I was working on. So I wanted to add some pillars to it as well that I didn't need for the other ones. And that's what that one's gonna look like. I'm gonna add some more slabs to the top though to make it look better. Then I'm just taking another trip on the cart that I had built. And then I built just a little walkway from the ending of this track, just so there's somewhere to walk to. And then I was starting building another rail system, this time on the south side of my base. Redoing the map room, redoing the map so they would update to what I had been working on for this episode. And I added some more lights on these oak planks, or these oak planks. And here's a good shot of the couple bridges that I was working on this side. And I was just adding a little bit more to the rail system as well, trying to just use up all that I had. I do need to add a bit more, as you can tell, but that's about it for this video. That's all I get to, really. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you in the next one.